name is Bert. I'm okay, and welcome back to Gizzmas 2025, Day 22, as we continue our journey through the Bandcamp discography of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. They will be discussing their 19th album in their Bandcamp lineup, Timeland. For those confused, although it was released digitally in October of 2022, it was actually first released in March of 2022, which means it's the first of the 5 released in 2022. Which, repeating what they did in 2017, is crazy. Anyways, the first release of 2022 has 2 tracks, which both total 15 minutes each, giving us around 30-minute runtime. Originally, this album was actually recorded and pressed for a Timeland festival that was dedicated just to this in 2021, but the world was kind of fucked up then, if you recall, so they pushed it back to 2022 and released it then. Timeland, which again is the 2 tracks Timeland and Smoke and Mirrors, is actually King Gizzard and the Wizard's first full exploration into acid techno. The experiments of Butterfly 3000 3001, the band just decided to jump in 2 feet into the electronic zone and really stuck their teeth into it. These 2 tracks have a bunch of instrument changes, key changes, and various other changes throughout their whole runtime. There's a consistent 60 BPM click that runs throughout all the album, and it's really noticeable if you're listening for it, but it can definitely fade into the background sometimes. In my mind, this is reminding you that you are, in fact, in Timeland. The first 4 minutes of Timeland really sets up what you're going to experience throughout this whole album, which is the instrument of choice clicks in, it slowly builds up on idea on idea on idea, reaches the climax, and then fades into a new instrument of choice. Well, again, this click, whatever the noise is just constantly going 60 BPM once a second. For example, it opens with the choral humming and the synths that slowly build onto the chimes coming into the background, and then you get those dirty 90s synths building up on top of that with the crazy drums that come in on top, and then it just slowly fades into the next idea. And that's pretty much how this whole album goes. It's really, really good. You get flute sections, you get the synths that are always changing timbre and noise, you get the bass that's all the way throughout this album, whether it be low bass or high bass, you get the super, super wet stuff sometimes. Man, is it ever good. And of course, the drumming throughout this whole album, fantastic, as always. Very few lyrics on this album, but what is here is mostly delivered through rapping, and the rapping is what I'd call pretty serviceable. Tomorrow we'll definitely discuss some more hip-hop with Omnium Gatherum. What's here is pretty good. It's delivered well, and it has high energy, especially after the first 20 minutes of the album having almost no words spoken. Having the rap come in is a nice change of pace, you know? Especially because it's delivered over the more harsher instrumentation in Smoke and Mirrors. It just cuts through the noise, and it's really cool. Obviously, only having 2 tracks makes it hard to highlight a specific track off this album, but it's definitely worth a sit and listen. It's short, it's digestible, and it's really good, as I've said multiple times. All that being said, I have been Bert. I hope you've been okay, and join me tomorrow as we continue our adventure through Gizzmas with Day 23 in Omnium Gatherum.